Today on Score Golf, we feature a visit to the beautiful Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge, a look at Team Canada's national team program, and talking a little Tiger Woods. This is Score Golf, the voice of Canadian golf. Score Golf is brought to you by TaylorMade, the #1 driver in golf. Molson Canadian 67, the official beer of the PGA of Canada and the RBC Canadian Open. Tourism Prince Edward Island. Come for the golf, stay for the party. Hello everybody and welcome to Score Golf, a very special edition. This one is coming to you from Augusta, Georgia. And yes, we are at the Augusta National Golf Club, home of the Masters. I'm recording this as the Masters is going on. One of the participants this year, first-timer Graham Dillette from Canada. Didn't have great success on the golf course, missing the cut. However, Graham did find his game back in Canada, of course, starting out in Weyburn, Saskatchewan, and then going through the national team program, a program that is starting to develop some wonderful young players who will hopefully follow in Graham's footsteps and make it right here to the Masters. Let's have a look now at Team Canada, the national team program. Teeing up Team Canada, a look at the success of the National Golf Team Program. Brought to you by RBC, proud sponsor of the RBC Canadian Open and Amateur Golf in Canada. 2003 was an exciting year for golf in Canada. Of course, it was the year that Mike Weir slipped on the green jacket.
I was sitting at home. I used to live in Palmerston, Ontario. And when he had that 6-foot putt on 18 to force a playoff, I couldn't watch. I ran out of the living room and I was sitting on the steps, and when I knew it went in, and I was like, yes, because I just couldn't bear to watch. So I was definitely cheering for him.
But just as significant, it was the year Golf Canada began its men's and women's amateur development programs. While players such as Weir and George Knutson before him had to make their mark on their own, today the national program delivers support to promising Canadian athletes, propelling them to success on a global stage. Weir and Knutson's hard-earned success and their 8 PGA Tour victories each inspired many young Canadians, but it also paved the way for a program that helps make the jump to pro golf easier for those trying to follow in their footsteps.
It's been awesome, the support we get, the things we're able to learn gives an advantage over competition, just the sports science stuff and just how you need to train your body to perform well and the technical aspects, and then all the equipment that we get to do our best has been super helpful.
I think a lot of the American guys are, they're not jealous, but they're very curious as to what we do as a part of our amateur teams.
With early program graduates such as Graham Dillette showing success, they're proving that the formula works. A member of the 2005 national team, Dillette has thrived on the PGA Tour over the last 18 months, racking up numerous top 10s and being a spark plug on the 2013 President's Cup team. The Saskatchewan native has come out hot in 2014 as well, narrowly missing his first tour win with a pair of second-place finishes. Hoping to one day join Dillette on the major circuit is Kent State University senior and current national team member Taylor Pendrith. The Richmond Hill, Ontario native won the prestigious Porter Cup and tied for second at the Canadian Men's Amateur this past year.
You look up to those guys because see what he's done in his world rankings and playing in all these awesome events and stuff, so it's pretty neat to follow his career and see how good he can get. So.
Pendrith also follows the careers of Canadian golf's next crop of players on the Web.com Tour. The 13 Canucks that hold some status there are led by Team Canada alum Adam Hadwin. Hadwin already has 1 victory this season and is a strong contender to earn his PGA Tour card. Competing alongside Hadwin is 2-time Canadian amateur champion Mackenzie Hughes, who attributes his quick success after turning pro to his Team Canada experience.
A lot of that stuff we did as part of the amateur team, that bleeds into what I need to do as a professional golfer. Time management, being efficient with your time. It's not just, hey, go play good golf. It's being well-rounded, and so Team Canada taught me that. Derek Ingram, the coaches, Robert Ratcliffe. That's what they do, is they make you more efficient and not only a better golfer, but they prepare you to make the next step.
National team members travel the world to face off against the best amateurs in the game. Christine Wong, for example, has been lucky enough to play on 4 continents. The Richmond, BC native competed collegiately at San Diego State University, capturing 4 individual NCAA titles and closing her college career with all conference honors. It was an opportunity that wouldn't have been possible without Golf Canada's help.
They have brought so many opportunities to my game through fitness and nutrition and the game and just understanding it more and having the opportunity to learn about my game.
Another Canadian NCAA star and Team Canada grad, Nick Taylor, qualified for the U.S. Open twice as an amateur and set a record at the 2009 edition, hosted at Bethpage Black. Taylor carded a 65 in the second round, recording the lowest score by an amateur in the major's history. On the women's side, Jennifer Kirby is another Team Canada graduate with an impressive resume. The LPGA Tour player has won the Canadian Junior and Women's Amateur, as well as both the Ontario Junior and Women's Amateurs. After turning professional, she won quickly on the CN Canadian Women's Tour.
Now that looking back, I realize, how many opportunities they've given me, and the support staff that they have is excellent, and just the little things that you never really think about that you learn along the way, like how to feed yourself on the course, how to train and really prepare for a week, and taper into events and stuff like that. I think that's really helped.
Perhaps the biggest success story to come from our national program is one that's still being written. 16-year-old Brooke Henderson is one of Canada's most promising young athletes and has competed in numerous amateur and professional tournaments, despite still attending high school near her home in Smiths Falls, Ontario. After making the cut at last year's U.S. Women's Open, the rising star recently competed in her second LPGA Tour major, the Kraft Nabisco Championship. Though the teen has the talent to hang with the pros right now, she is committed to the University of Florida for what appears to be a bright collegiate future.
Team Canada has been amazing. They've provided me with coaching staff and scheduling opportunities and tournaments that I never thought would be possible that I was able to go to and compete at the highest level at.
Team Canada's development program is year-round in scope and encompasses fitness, sports psychology, nutrition, technique, equipment, and international competition. Golf Canada believes that players involved with Team Canada will in turn become better prepared to go on to a professional golf career. After the break, we'll take you to the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge, and a little later, we'll be talking Tiger Woods. I get asked many times what my favorite golf course is, and I do have a lot of favorites, but at the top of the list is Jasper Park Lodge. The Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge golf course, designed by Stanley Thompson up there in the beautiful Rocky Mountains, is a spectacular place. Let's show you now why. Nestled under the shadows of the iconic Rocky Mountains is one of Canada's premier golf layouts, the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge. Designed by the great Stanley Thompson back in the 1920s, Jasper has withstood the test of time, still to this day being recognized as one of the best golf courses in our nation and one of the best golf destinations in the world. This, nearly 60 years after Thompson's death. It's a remarkable legacy left behind by a man who designed over 100 courses in Canada and around the world and is still influencing some of today's architects. As noted in the Top 100 feature later in this show, an incredible 15 Thompson layouts rank within our Top 100 Canadian golf course list, including St. George's in Toronto, Capilano in West Vancouver, and Highlands Links in Nova Scotia, along with Thompson's other Alberta course, the Fairmont Banff Springs. But Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge has been one of the best Thompson designs, and with good reason. The course combines a Rocky Mountain setting, the beautiful Lac Beauvert, and a luxurious lodge for an ideal escape. It's truly a special place that challenges skilled golfers, yet is still enjoyable for any high handicapper. Thompson truly crafted the perfect resort course here. It's fair and generous off the tee, and the key to a low score is all about hitting good approach shots. Although the greens can be a little tricky, it's still the kind of course that when you finish, you want to go out and play another 18. From thrilling par 3s to short strategic par 4s and a few monster par 5s, around at Jasper Park Lodge is virtually impossible to forget. The wandering wildlife and picturesque panoramas of snow-capped mountains, which are often the perfect target for your approach shot, are sure to capture your attention, just as Thompson envisioned. Even though he took his time building the layout, Thompson came back for many years to tweak the course. It was his goal to ensure that everywhere you turned, you had a vantage point of all the surrounding vistas. Jasper Park features a collection of holes that can inspire and energize any golfer. With wide fairways that carve through thick forest, the layout shows off elevated tee boxes, dramatic bunkering, and holes aligned with distant mountain vistas, making it difficult to settle on just one favorite hole. However, the 9th hole, named Cleopatra, is a serious stunner. A 230-yard par 3 from the back tees, Cleopatra teases players with a reasonable chance at a birdie, but a tricky green complex and several sand traps keep her well protected. And along with a fantastic vertical vista of the mountains, every golfer can enjoy this tee shot. Truly, it's an amazing design that is fun for the average player willing to play safe and lay it up and look for a chip and putt to get a par. But for those golfers who've got game, going for the green from the tee is no easy feat. If you can manage birdie on this one, you've defeated one of the toughest holes on the course. Describing the majestic Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge in words likely doesn't do it justice, though. A national treasure that should be on every Canadian golfer's bucket list, the track was recently rated the 2013 top public course in Canada by SCOREGolf. And along with a 5-star resort, a relaxing getaway to the Alberta retreat is the perfect alternative to your busy city lifestyle. Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge is all about service. Whether you're there to play 2 rounds of golf in a day or spend the afternoon in its world-class spa, there's something to offer for everyone, both young and old. Without a shadow of a doubt, Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge is one of Canada's great golf destinations, and one that all golfers, both Canadian and international, need to play at least once in their lifetime. It's been over a year now since Nike Golf signed Rory McIlroy to play its clubs and wear its clothing from head to toe. However, 2013 results suggest Rory needed some time to acquaint himself with his new gear, as the Irishman failed to win a single PGA Tour event while posting only one top 5 finish. 2014, on the other hand, has treated him fairly well. So far, he's posted 5 top 25 finishes in all 5 events played, including 3 top 10s and a playoff loss at the Honda Classic. At this point, it's safe to say that he's fully acquainted to his new gear. I had the chance to chat with him about working with the new Nike Covert 2.0 driver.
I think with golf clubs, you should always know from the first few times you hit it, and especially with the new driver, the Covert 2.0, I knew basically after the first shot that it was something that was really promising. I obviously needed to go and test it on the course and needed to go and try it a few more times, but it's been a really easy transition from what I had previously into this one, and we're going at it so hard that you're not going to hit it off the center of the club face every time. So to have that little bit more forgiveness, if you hit it off the toe or off the heel, the shot dispersion isn't as wide as it was before, and that's something that really appealed to me. You can go after one, and even if you don't put a great swing on it, it's still going to go in the the direction that you want it to.
It's not just a new driver he's playing with, but McIlroy is also hitting a new ball this season, the Nike Resin Black.
The previous ball I was using, the 20XI, it felt soft, but it sounded a little firmer than how it felt. So I just wanted something that sounded similar to how it felt, and with this new resin ball, the Resin Black that I'm playing, it they've made the cover slightly softer, so that's dulled the sound down a bit. So it's made it feel softer and sound that little bit softer as well. So that's something that's great around the greens.
Ultimately, the Nike and Rory relationship is here to stay. Now Nike can boast a portfolio of athletes under its brands that features the best the world has to offer in LeBron James, Wayne Rooney, Rafael Nadal, and others. No doubt this was a huge reason why McIlroy made the switch to the Portland-based company.
One thing that really appealed to me about the company, to be a part of that and a part of a company with the likes of LeBron James, Tiger Woods, Cristiano Ronaldo, Wayne Rooney, Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, is something that I think is very cool, and I felt that Nike could do a lot for me. I felt like they could make me a better player, and I feel like I'm on the right path.
Around the corner, we'll tee up a little bit more Top 100 conversation and also discuss who's going to fill Tiger Woods' shoes. Well, the countdown is on for ScoreGolf's biennial ranking of the top 100 courses in the country. In fact, you can have your say right now by going to ScoreGolf.com and checking out our list and moving your course up. If you have a favorite there, don't forget to vote. Right now, though, we want to delve a little deeper into our ranking and show you the list of courses that were designed by Stanley Thompson and those by the modern architects of Doug Carrick and Thomas McBroom. How do they stack up? How do they compare? Let's have a look. The 100. Taking a look at ScoreGolf's top 100 Canadian courses. Watch the official release on July 19th right here on TSN. As the unveiling of the top 100 Canadian golf courses of 2014 approaches, we take a look at some of the most memorable moments of the last 25 years of the top 100. In 2012, 40% of the courses on the list were designed by just 3 people. The legendary Stanley Thompson, who passed away 60 years ago, remains Canada's greatest golf course architect. Thompson holds the record with 15 courses on the prestigious Top 100 list of 2012, 5 of which come in the top 10. Number 7, the stunning Fairmont Banff Springs Golf Club, located among the mountains of Alberta. Number 6, Cape Breton's Highlands Links. Number 5, Capilano Golf and Country Club in Vancouver. Number 4, and best public course in Canada in 2013, the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge Golf Club in Alberta. And his best, according to our panel, is the 5-time home of the RBC Canadian Open, Toronto St. George's Golf and Country Club, ranked number 2 on the top 100 in 2012. After the Second World War, we saw the end of a golden age of course design in Canada, and architect's business was relatively slow for the next 40 years. Thompson has had a lasting impact on the industry. Almost every Canadian golf architect that's designed a course in the last 100 years can be traced back to Thompson in some way, including the 2 Torontonians that are currently leading the way in course design, Thomas McBroom and Doug Carrick, who were both trained under Thompson associate Robbie Robinson. McBroom has 12 courses on the top 100 in 2012. Designed in 1988, Beacon Hall Golf Club in Aurora, Ontario, a collaboration with American Bob Cupp, is his oldest course on the list and is top ranked in 2012, coming in at number 8. Other notable courses that McBroom has designed are Tobiano in Kamloops, BC, a public course that sat at number 10. Number 16, the Links at Crowbush Cove. 24, Ovenbird. 27, Rocky Crest. And at number 58, Deerhurst Resort with Bob Cupp. McBroom's leading competitor, Doug Carrick, had one more course in the 2012 top 100 courses than he did. However, out of Carrick's 13 courses, only 1 ranked in the top 10. Coming in at number 9 was the stunning Muskoka Bay Club, designed within the hardwood forests of Muskoka and featuring dramatic elevation changes and breathtaking views. Although he had fewer courses in the top 10 than McBroom and Thompson, Carrick tied Thompson with 8 courses in the top 50. Included in that list is the 22nd ranked Grey Wolf Golf Club, number 25 Predator Ridge, number 26 Eagle's Nest, and at number 28, Bigwin Island. We want to know what you think. Is the great Stanley Thompson underrated? Do modern architects match up to the greats? Tweet us using the hashtag SGTop100. These 3 architects, plus others such as Harry Colt and Willie Park Jr., have paved the way for course designers to come. See how they stack up against each other in the 2014 Top 100 Canadian Golf Course Ranking, airing on July 19th, right after the completion of the 3rd round of the British Open here on TSN. Time to talk about the game's greatest golfer, Tiger Woods. Brought to you by ScoreGolf Magazine, now available at golf facilities across the country. 2013 was a year to remember for Tiger Woods as he won 5 of the 16 events he started, and for the 11th time in his career went on to win the PGA Tour's Player of the Year award. Last year's wins included 2 World Golf Championships, his 8th Arnold Palmer Championship, and his 2nd Players Championship. Combined, it was a tremendous season for the world's number 1 ranked golfer. However, even Tiger would tell you that it's not a great season unless it comes with a major championship victory, which it did not. It's now been 5 full years since Tiger won a major. If you remember, that last one came at the 2008 US Open. And since then, Woods has been stuck on 14. And with another injury sidelining him already this year, any momentum he had coming into the season appears to be gone. The recent back surgery, which forced him out of the Masters, could mean missing a large chunk of this summer. And even when he does return, how long before Tiger returns to form? The focus now turns to the remaining major tournaments, and Woods competing in the US Open or even the British Open is very much in doubt. So where does that leave Tiger in his hot pursuit of passing Sam Snead for the all-time tour victory mark? Or more importantly, gaining ground on Jack Nicklaus's record for the all-time major victories record? It's too early to speculate on the 38-year-old's chances, and the truth is nobody knows if Tiger will ever break them. Assuming Tiger stays healthy and plays golf for the next 10 years, he'll compete in another 40 major championships and likely another 100 tournaments. It's hard to count him out already, even though he's gone 5 years without a major win. At this point in his career, the Golden Bear had racked up 15 major victories, Jack at 38 and Tiger at 38. For golf fans, nobody moves the needle like Tiger. Who will fill Tiger's giant shoes for the rest of the summer? Our guess is that fans will look immediately to Tiger's Nike teammate Rory McIlroy. The Northern Irishman has the popularity and the talent to step up as the face of the game. After Rory, you can pretty much pick and choose from a number of faces that fans love to follow. From Mickelson to Bubba, G-Mac to Snedeker, and Dustin Johnson to Jason Day. There's a lot of personality to pick from. But until one of these stars can consistently compete for major titles and tournament victories every time they hit the course, there will still only be one golfer who everybody wants to see, and that is Tiger Woods. We'll wrap up another episode of Score Golf after these messages. Week Speaks brought to you by Bushnell, the undisputed #1 laser rangefinder in professional golf. When Tiger Woods announced he was undergoing back surgery and would miss the Masters and possibly more majors down the line, there was a lot of talk as to who would fill the spotlight on the PGA Tour, who would be golf's marquee player. And there are a lot of candidates, of course. The #1 name would likely be Phil Mickelson, who hasn't been off to such a great start on the season, but is still a big draw no matter where he plays. Rory McIlroy has his game back in shape, and he's another candidate for that role. But when it comes right down to it, there's probably not one person who wants to fill that role or who could fill that role. Tiger is an exceptional person. He has so many tournament titles, so many major championships. Hopefully he'll be able to come back from this back surgery even better and stronger than he was before and reassume his spot at the top of the golf world. For now, there's a lot of quality out there for people to look, watch, and follow, no matter where golf is being played. That's it for this week on Score Golf TV. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time. I'm going to play Augusta National. Check out Score Golf on all the major social media networks the next time you're looking for a Canadian golf course fix. Score Golf is brought to you by Molson Canadian 67, the official beer of the PGA of Canada, the RBC Canadian Open. Clothing provided by Ashworth. All we do is golf.